struggle does not have to be like something that brings you down. The struggle can be something that pushes you forward. Oh, mind blown! Good morning, mga madam!
Good morning! Good morning, madams!
Madam, that's how we spell it now.
Madam.
So, we have a very, 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 very special episode for you. And pinlano talaga namin to. By the way, pinlano namin to. Big brain energy.
Yes.
So, ito ang kaganapan. We're not doing a regular episode. We're doing a cool episode.
Yes.
So, we have a special guest. Diba? Madam Rizza LANA-SEBASTIAN. Sino yung special guest natin na yan?
So, we have a very, very, very special guest. Ang lagi kong kino-quote at lagi kong sinusunod at lahat ng mga mentorship ay galing sa kanya. Let's all welcome my husband, Joshua Lawrence Sebastian. Anong
Sana all!
Thanks for having me.
As a social, South boy.
South boy.
Social? Wala tang South boy na
We are,
social.
we are super layo as a social, people.
Okay lang yan. I dub thee social, therefore you are now social.
Di ko alam kung pro ba yun o
That's a
cons.
pro. That's a pro in my eyes.
Greet the community, love.
Hi, thanks for having me. I've been an avid listener for the past several seasons.
Oh, wow.
Nakikinig pa yan live. Hindi yan
Yes.
nakikinig sa Spotify. Live yan. From
Actually,
his bed.
Hindi ko to first time. Nakikita nyo madalas yung paa ko sa
Maririnig nyo din yung hilik niya sometimes.
Grabe yung Josh,
talaga ako dati pa.
Nung season 3, nung ako yung nag-e-edit ng podcast, tapos i-edit ko. I-edit ko. Ay, wait, magsi-CR si Josh, dadaan si Josh. Tapos i-edit ko. Grabe guys, part talaga si Josh ng Cam Confidence.
So, sa season 4,
Yeah.
may studio na si Rizza.
Oh my gosh,
So,
yeah.
hindi na mangyayari yun.
Wala nang paa ni Josh. Baka ma-miss natin yung paa niya.
Oo nga, may miss namin yung
Makakatulog na ako ng mahimbing.
Kaya magde-dedicate na kami ng episode para sa'yo.
Yes.
Ayan. So, ito na yung episode natin for today is all about finances. This is super, okay, the reason why, more than just getting Josh over, is I think I'm useless sa topic na to. Kasi ang dami ko.
Grabe naman sa useless. Ano ba yan?
Ang use ko dito is, I will be asking the questions our audience want to ask you. Kasi, ang dami ko pang matututunan from you guys. And I think it's just apt. Word of the day.
Apt.
I think it's just apt. Now, we get our Lodi cakes here. So, we have the mag-asawa, Madam Rizza, and what's the male version of Madam? Master?
Master.
Ano yun? Master
Madam,
Josh.
Sir.
Madam and Sir Josh. Okay, we have
Josh
Madam
na lang?
Rizza and Sir
Oh,
Josh. Tapos, so we're gonna be talking about their tips, their experience with the financial journey, ganyan. And, syempre, kuha na rin tayo ng relationship advice from our
While
from
we're
our
at
guests today. Kailangan ko yan.
Ay.
Okay, so, let's get on with it. And I wanna ask you guys. So, first off, tell us about your relationship and yung na rin, like, from personal and financial aspect. Like, tell us about yourselves.
Okay, so, personal, marital status. Joke lang. We have been married for going 3 years. Oh my God, ang bilis. For going 3 years now. Pero in a relationship kami for around 7 years now. So that's yan yung personal relationship. Yun yung relationship namin. Pero business partners din kami. So, we are co-owners of our company, IO Innovative Outcomes Corporation, and Joshua also has a logistics company called Rapidex Logistics. Basically talaga, sa aming dalawa, siya yung entrepreneurial ever since. Ako kasi, diba, kanwento ko na sa inyo na very career-oriented ako. Tapos si Josh yung nag-push sa akin na, hindi, go lang, try mo na mag-business. So, yeah, marami rin akong natututunan sa kanya. And I hope he can also share it with us today. So, ano pang madadagdag mo sa question? Ay, sa answer ko?
Well,
Nasabi
mo na lahat eh.
Ay, sige. Hindi kita tinirhan, sorry.
Okay lang.
Can you tell us, pre-Rizza and Josh, what were you guys like? Kasi naalala ko kanina sinabi niyo like in your early 20s, madami kayong mistakes like me. So, what was it like as single people? Paano kayo with money, ganyan, before each other?
Well, fairly matipid ako nung employee pa ako. Tapos nag-start pa lang ako. Kasi pag nag-start ka mag-work, dun mo ma-realize yung value ng money. So, hindi ka nabibigyan ng parents mo, etc. Tas may realize mo na ang mahal-mahal pala ng lahat ng binibili sa mundo.
True.
True.
Tas yung allowance mo dati daily dumadating. Ito 15 and 30 lang. So kailangan mo matuto mag-budget ng matindi. But well, ever since naman di naman ako naging magastos ng hindi magastos ako nung bata ako eh. I mean, wala akong pera, pero magastos ako. So, pag meron...
Anong age mo nito?
College.
College. Okay. Pero kasi hustler ka na talaga ever since eh. As in, grabe ka rumakit. I remember meron siyang kwento na grade school pa lang siya, nagbabahay-bahay siya para magbenta ng shirts. Ganyan.
Hindi, yung pinakaunang hinaus to
Oh my
house
gosh.
ko. Manok.
Okay, kwento mo sa audience natin yan.
Mga grade 2 yata ako nun.
Grade 2? Oh my God, pinayagan ka lumabas. Okay.
Nagbenta ka ng manok?
Oo.
Ngayon na lang naman yung hindi pinapayagan yung mga bata lumabas eh.
Oo.
Nung grade 2 ako, nagko-commute ako school to bahay.
Oh my God.
Tapos ngayon na lang naman yung parang sobrang ingat ng lahat eh.
Yeah.
Yun. So you were always an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Well, siya hindi siya by choice. Parang by environment. Kasi hindi naman kami nanggaling sa mayaman na family. So parang kami, middle class. So, syempre, may allowance ako pero hindi sapat. Yung allowance ko nung grade 2 hanggang 4th year high school, 20 pesos a day.
Kaya kailangan niyang mag-hustle and racket and stuff. So,
ganun ka rin ba, Rizza?
So, natutodo miskarte.
Ako talaga, ever since, kasi yun nga, hindi rin naman ako galing sa mayamang pamilya. Middle class lang din kami. Hindi ako binibigyan ng baon. As in, wala akong money na baon. Ang baon ko lang is pagkain talaga. Para alam ng nanay ko kung ano yung kinakain ko, ganyan. Tapos, actually, ang pinakabaon ko up until college, 20 pesos. Kasi hatid sundo ako sa bahay. Ay, hatid sundo ako school, bahay. Tapos, may baon nga ako. Tapos, may baon akong food. Tapos, yung parang I went to college sa international school. So, mayayaman yung mga classmates ko. Tapos, kapag kunwari, pupunta kami ng restaurant, oy, tara, kain tayo sa labas. May baon ako eh. Ganon. So, sabi, sige, tira, libre ka na lang namin. Ganyan. So, ganon yung setup lagi. So, ako naman, growing up, when I started having work, yun nga, tama si Josh, sabi niya na ma-appreciate mo lahat ng mga binibigay sa'yo ng parents mo for free kapag ikaw na yung nag-earn para sa sarili mo, na you pay for everything. Although, nung nag-work ako, I still live with my parents. So, dahil nga parang medyo na-deprive ako sa money and hindi naman ako binibilhan ng kung ano-anong gusto ko ng parents ko kasi again, hindi naman kami mayaman. Ako naman, yung naging effect sa akin nung pagkakaroon ko ng work is I always quote-unquote reward myself. So, ang gastos, ako naman, very magastos ako nun. Kasi parang sabi ko, pinaghirapan ko naman to, double shift ako, blah, blah, blah. So, I need to reward myself. Akala ko ay tama yun before na hindi ako nag-iipon, as in talagang ginagastos ko, wala pa yung money sa akin, binibili ko na. Kumbaga parang, hindi ko pa hawak yung pera, pero pinaplano ko na kung anong bibilhin ko, which is really, really wrong. Hindi siya very smart. Kahit nasabihin mong, I live with my parents naman. Binibigyan naman ako ng allowance ng parents ko. Pero, I realized now that I'm in my 30s na hindi siya tama.
Paano nyo yun how's the transition? How is the transition from that Rizza and that super tipid Josh? By the way, si Josh yung nag-gift sa amin ng maganda naming mic. So,
yes.
Chining! paano yung naging transition ng financial mindset for you both?
Ako naman, nung nakilala ko na si Josh, na parang sinuschool niya ako lagi. Kasi sabi ko, di ba, I love getting schooled, I love getting, tinuturuan, ganyan. So, tinuruan niya ako na kailangan mong mag-ipon, you need to have a growth mindset, na you need to set up. Kumbaga parang, if you have earnings, you have to make it roll. Siya yung, kasi kami actually hanggang ngayon, kapag kumikita kami, binabalik lang din namin sa kumpanya yung pera. Pinaparolyo namin, pang capital, ganyan. So, tapos dinadiversify din namin yung mga, income streams. Yan. Hindi lang kami nasa isang basket, kumbaga. So, now, nung natutunan ko na tong lahat at lalo na nung naging married na kami na, oh my God, ang mahal pala ng shower curtain. Oh my God, ang mahal pala ng bed sheets. Na parang alam mo yun, free mo lang siya nakukuha when you're living with your parents. But when you get married, you buy every single thing that you have in the house. Sobrang mas naging tipid ako. Yun na, so doon na yung transition ng pagkakuripot ko.
Din kasi, product talaga kami ng environment and circumstance. Yung pagiging businessman ko, hindi ko naman talaga siya pinlano eh. It was because of the environment and yun yung cards na pwede kong i-play at that time eh. Kasi, kaya ako naging businessman dahil nung bata kami, hindi naman malaki allowance namin. Isipin mo, may panahon na yun, may girlfriend ka tapos 20 pesos a day.
Kailangan kumayod.
Diba?
Kumayod, walang pandate.
Binibigyan pa ako ng pandate ng teacher ko. Ganun siya naaawa sa akin.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, teacher.
Pero Josh, how did Rizza influence you naman? If you helped her become more aware, na-influence ka ba niya in some ways?
Oh.
In a good way ba?
Ang tawag ito? Natutunan ko yung masaya pala mag-shopping.
Oo, kasi dati, parang kayod, alam mo yung tipong kayod lang siya ng kayod, pero hindi naman niya, alam mo yun, parang pinagbibigyan yung sarili niya. Na parang, sabi ko, ang na pinaghihirapan mo tong pera mo, tapos hindi mo binabalik sa sarili mo, na you also need this, ganyan. Nung nakilala niya ako, he learned to reward himself in a smart way. Na parang hindi na yung bibili kami ng last money na namin yun, pero ibibili mo ng magandang monitor, ganong levels. Hindi naman. So,
mas mas naging, ngayon kasi, kahit hanggang ngayon, mas magastos ako sa iba kaysa sa sarili ko.
Totoo yan.
So, I would rather buy stuff for my parents, for my family, sa mga pamangkin ko, kay Rizza, rather than splurge for myself. Pero may mga times na ngayon, nag-splurge na din ako occasionally for me.
Kasi we have parang dispensable income or ganyan. Na sobra, meaning sobrang income.
Na pwede nang
na pwede nang
sarili.
Hindi yung parang last money mo na tas ibibili mo ng, for example, camera or ng mic, ganun. Hindi na ganun. Kasi eto nga si Josh, grabe, sobrang tipid nito. Meron lang siyang isang color of shirts per year. So, kunwari, olive green na plain shirts for the entire year. Bibili lang siya sa Divisoria ng isang kulay na shirt. Pare-pareho lang. Tapos, etong mga to, yung kunwari may mga design, mga gift lang yan sa kanya, ganun. Tapos, I remember, pinipilit ko pa siyang bumili ng pants. Kasi sobrang luma na ng pants niya. Parang, ewan ko, 6 years na ata yun. Ganun, katagal.
Baka more pa.
Or more. Tapos parang, please, iisa lang yung pantalon mo. Magpalit ka, bumili ka naman. Ganun. So,
si Josh pala yung OG minimalist. Hindi pala ikaw, madam.
Yes.
Si Josh ang minimalist.
Oo. Hindi pa uso ang minimalism. Minimalist na si Josh.
Lahat yata nung sinusuot kong damit, galing sa, kasyo sa isang bag.
Oo.
Oh my God.
Ganong levels.
So, would it be right to say na ang love language niya dalawa is like giving gifts?
I
Parehas
think so.
You spend
Pwede.
more for other people. No?
Pwede.
Oo.
Kahit hanggang ngayon ngayon, since may business na, so you have to think of more of others. So, parang nakakakonsensya gumastos pag
Para
sa sarili mo, tapos hindi ka sure kung may pampasweldo ka ba, o kung saan mo kunin yung pera next month. So, you tend to think of others more than yourself.
Tsaka lalo, baby, remember nung mag-a-announce na ng ECQ. Very first time na nag-announce ng ECQ. Ang una naming pinag-usapan na, oh my gosh, paano yung mga empleyado natin? Yun talaga yung una naming inisip na talagang hindi na kami okay, sige, half ng 13th month, go na natin yan. Kahit alam namin walang papasok na pambayad ng utilities, ng ganun. Kasi hindi namin maaatim, hindi namin matitiis na meron kaming kinakain pero yung mga empleyado namin wala.
May responsibility na din kasi kami dun sa employees namin tsaka sa families nila. So, alam namin na majority sa kanila breadwinners talaga. So, kailangan talaga sila support. Kasi assured kami na makakain kami 3 times a day. Dahil until now, nakatira kami sa parents' house namin.
Nasa second floor lang kami ng kabilang bahay.
Parang nakabukod kami.
Medyo
nakabukod. Technically.
Technically, dahil may kitchen, may CR, at may sink naman kami.
Pero yun nga, may ganun kaming comfort, privilege, comfort levels na yung iba wala.
True.
So, iniisip din talaga namin yun.
Nakaka-validate kasi parang iniisip ko, parang, oh my gosh, ako lang ba namang problema sa sweldo? Kasi parang everyone's like, ooh, payroll. Like,
ooh, double pay.
It's good to know. Thank you so much for saying that.
Ito kasi yun yung money, lang siya number. Kahit naman several years from now, or several months from now, kahit mag 10 times yung pera mo, mamamblema ka pa din dyan
Totoo. Less stressful lang, pero it's a different kind of stress. It's a different level of stress.
Yeah, what was the mindset shift?
Kasi 'di ba minsan yung ibang mga tao sinasabi na money is evil or ganyan. Anong thoughts mo doon?
Yung money kasi, it's a tool. So, it can be used for either happiness or destruction. Kung ano man yung pwede siyang positive or negative. It's a tool. Same with the gun. So, you can use a gun to save a life or to take a life. Same with money. So, nasa tao talaga yan If you use your money for evil, edi masama talaga i-influence ng money sa'yo. But if you use it for good on the other hand, edi positive siya. Ano siya para sa amin it's a tool for comfort and happiness.
Ayun, another question. So, does money buy happiness? Can
naman.
money buy happiness? Because, expound on that. Kasi sabi nila na money can't buy happiness daw. So, what's your thoughts on that?
Isang part siya of happiness. Hindi siya absolute happiness. Kung mag-isa ka lang talaga, tas marami kang pera, wala kang friends, wala kang family, so I guess talagang money can't buy happiness. Pero kung let's say, irigaluhan mo yung parents mo ng TV, or lilibre mo sila ng food sa labas, diba? So, nakakapagdala din talaga siya ng happiness.
Therapy.
Actually,
therapy.
Actually, yung the fact lang na hindi mo kailangan isipin kung saan magagaling yung money para kumain sa next meal mo, ang laking comfort and happiness na yung dala niya.
So, so to wrap it up, it depends on how you use it and who you use it for.
Just because of money, nakatulong kami sa madaming tao. Lalo nung pandemic.
Oo. Yung tipong hindi mo na kailangan isipin kung madedeplete ba yung resources mo. Na kung magdo-donate ba ako sa ganito, hindi ba ako makakakain. Ganon namin siya tin-treat na we treat money as a number na tipong we wanna help as much as we can nang hindi na namin masyadong iniisip yung meron pa bang para sa atin.
Speaking of, syempre now you've built this and the corporation, ganyan, the company, you've built it to this point. But when you guys started, so can you tell us more about that? Kasi when you started this together, di ba? Tapos, I'm sure that was a big change, especially you, Rizza, quitting corporate, tapos going into starting Lana, the skincare brand. And then, alala ko, you told us sa isang episode natin about 2019 when you guys were so close to shutting down Lana.
Yes.
How did you turn it around?
It wasn't an easy feat. Ang dami namin pinagdaanan sobra. When I quit my 9 to 5, meron ng whim. So, we were just doing it by ourselves. Tapos, talagang as in hustling, kami lang lahat gumagawa. Tapos, almost lagi naman kasing may backup business. Kasi nung time na yon, nung nagwi-wim ako, Josh was into network marketing. Tapos, tinatrabaho din niya yon. So, parang, kapag mga gano'n, nagsasaluhan kami. Kunwari, wala ng funds yung WIM, masasalo si network marketing. Pag wala ng funds yung pangtakbo ng network marketing, sasalo si WIM. Parang, it's always been like that, na merong dalawang businesses na nagsasaluhan, if ever.
Like, income streams talaga.
Oo, income streams talaga. Tapos, I think what made it turn around, kasi ang daming ganap, ang daming mga scams naming napagdaanan na ayoko na masyadong in detail, baka 3 hours na tayo dito. Na marami din kaming natutunan in general in terms of how we run the business, on how we run our lives, on how we run our financial decisions. But to cut the story short, yung nag-transition talaga sa amin sa Lana is nung
so nung nangyari kasi dun sa Lana, dapat talaga kasi magsasara na kami nung 2019. It's because we were not even breaking even. So ganun siya ka dire. So hindi siya first month na ganun lang. It's been happening parang since inception. The only time na nag-break even or kumikita, tuwing may schedule si Rizza ng bazaars.
Oo.
So, pag may bazaars, malaki yung kita.
May pang payroll na kami.
So, parang at that time, yung break even namin for Lana, I think was parang 80,000 pesos. No? So, we need to make 80,000 pesos a month to be able to pay yung utilities, yung staff namin, and everything else. So, ganun siya. Tas, ganun siya kadire. So, parang sinabi ko na we've done everything in our power para to keep it afloat, pero it's not working. At the same time, sobrang stressed na rin si Rizza to the point na sobrang stressed na talaga siya.
You remember New Year yun? Nagbe-breakdown ako. Ganito lang ako sa isang sulok. Paano ba yun sabihin sa audio? Nakayakap lang ako sa knees ko. Nagpapanik ako. Na, oh my God, what do I do? It was December 31. Nagpuputukan na parang, paano ba natin to gagawin? Tapos parang si Josh, okay, kailangan na nating, let's face it, let's face this head on. Kung hindi na talaga kaya this year, sarado na tayo. Tapos parang ako, ayoko, hindi ko kaya. Ganun. So,
actually, hindi na this year. This month yun. Parang August yun. August. So, sabi, ang usapan is, if we don't make bank ng
by
September, magka-close na kami. So, at that time, yung, ito, deadly thinking to eh. Yung thinking was, tinry na namin lahat, which is, could be true. I mean, tinry na naman talaga namin lahat. Pero yung assumption doon was that, alam na namin lahat.
Akala namin, alam na namin lahat.
Oo, so, we've tried our best, ginawa na namin lahat ng pwedeng magawa. Parang, kami na yung pinaka-may alam dito sa industry na to. Ganun yung thinking nung mga time
Quote
na yun.
quote.
So, ayun, at that time, meron pa kaming parang last 50,000 pesos to spend on the business. Tapos, while researching on how to improve yung sales para nga at least break even or kumita naman kami sa LANA, nakahanap ako ng parang, it was called the Mastermind. Pero basically, it's a meeting of people who are in the same industry na sinishare yung best practices nila, and at the same time, sinishare yung weaknesses para magawa ng paraan. Okay, so we spent 50,000 there.
Tapos ikwento mo yung ayaw pa nila tayong i-take on.
Oh, actually nung ano doon na kami, kausap ko nga si Nico.
Hi
Shout
Nico,
out.
love you. Nico,
Okay,
Dayan.
So kausap ko si Nico. Sabi ko, sali kami.
Sali, parang bata. Okay.
Tapos
Sali kami dyan.
kinwiz na lang kami. So how much ba yung monthly income ninyo? Ganyan.
Yung totoo nun, parang mga 40,000 lang ata kami nun.
Ang sinabi namin parang in-inflate ko na to sabi ko, mga 250 a month. Parang super confident pa eh.
Feel namin.
Ganon. Para hindi naman mukhang small time dun sa group nila. Tapos sabi niya sa akin, bro, pasensya na, baka hindi para sa inyo to. Taga North siya kaya may bro.
Bro.
So, bro,
as
baka
a
hindi para
North
sa inyo to.
person, I take offense.
Yes, bro. Okay.
So sabi niya,
Yes, bro. Continue on, bro.
yung mga kasama kasi dito sa meeting na to, sa mastermind na to, are those na nasa 7-digit range a month. So parang
Mas
ako,
parang kami.
imbis na ma-dishearten, talaga sali kami. Kung kumikita na 1 million yan, kailangan ko malaman, o pataas.
Kung paano.
Kailangan ko malaman kung paano nangyayari yun. So talagang pinilit ko, sali kami.
Thank you, Nico.
Hanggang sa naawa na siya sa amin, tapos pinasali
Naawa
siya sa amin.
talaga. Pero what do you think was our edge? Ba't niya tayo pinasali aside from nakakaawa tayo?
Nakita natin yung LANA sa kanya, oo, maganda siya, etc. Pero kasi wala tayo sa hanay nila alam mo yun.
Oo nga. Very small time kami na.
Marami naman, sa totoo lang maraming mga gandang businesses, maraming mga gandang brands na hindi lang sila marunong mag-market, that's why they fail. So yun na yung muntik mangyari sa LANA.
Oo.
So even if sobrang ganda ng product mo, even if sobrang ganda nung brand mo, if you don't know how to sell it, then it's gonna flop.
Yes. True. Very true. I agree.
Kasi there are tons of shitty brands out there.
Oops, pwede ba yung shitty? Okay.
na magaling sila mag-market. Therefore,
Pwede yun.
Oo.
malakas yung sales nila. Diba? So, hindi kahit kami, proud kami sa brand namin, pero if you don't make money, edi fairly
Para
useless
saan pa?
ka. Oo.
Para
Wala
saan pa't
rin.
nagnenegosyo tayo? Right?
So anyway, to cut the story short, pagdating namin dun sa Mastermind, sobrang mind blown talaga kami. As in, I've learned more there
Compare.
2 days compared to, ewan ko, my entire college life.
Mas nag-notes pa daw siya doon kaysa sa buong college life niya.
Mas nag-pay attention ako doon kaysa sa buong buhay ko.
I think siguro we surrounded ourselves with the kind of people who can support and teach us with things that we do not know yet. Kasi 'di ba parang yung mindset namin before was, oh, alam na namin lahat. But when we shifted our mindset na into parang, oh my gosh, gusto kong kumita din ng katulad ng kanila, paano ba nila ginagawa, na parang we were humbled na ang dami pa pala nating hindi alam. So, the lesson there, I guess, is, hindi pala I guess. So, surround yourself with people sa mga nakarating na sa mga gusto mong puntahan. Ganon. So, talagang, kami, diba, South people kami, after that event, in-interview namin isa-isa ng mga yun, miniting namin kada isa sa kanila, parang, oh, okay, how do you do this? Ang maganda din kasi dun is, they're very generous with all the information that we ask of them. So, talagang nag-take notes kami, paano ba yung ads? Paano nyo ba to inaatake? Paano yung systems nyo? Paano yung fulfillment nyo? Ganon. So, research pa rin talaga. Aside from surrounding yourself with successful people, you have to do the hard work, no? Yung grit talaga yung very important when it comes to business and making your life turn around. Kasi kung hindi ka kikilos, wala, hindi ka talaga magto-turn in the first place.
Actually kasi, kaya mabilis tayo nag-180 do sa business, do sa Lana per se, is because we've built the brand really, really well. It's just that we don't know how to sell it properly.
Yeah.
So, but by the time na after the Mastermind, it took us 2 months to go from 50,000 pesos to 7 digits in a month.
Mm-hmm.
So, it took us 2 months lang. So, ano siya running na kasi yung Lana as a brand eh. So, tinuruan lang nila kami kung paano siya ibenta properly.
Mm-hmm.
Tapos yung 50,000 na, on hindsight yung 50,000 na binayad namin before, kahit 500,000 yung sulit yun eh.
Oo.
Grabe na nag-start sa, yung nagbe-break even kayo sa bazaar. And now na, imagine, you're an e-commerce business talaga through and through, especially during the pandemic na literal online talaga yung bentahan. I can't imagine what it would have been like if you went diretso dun sa bazaar path na like physical store, physical products, and then nag-hit yung pandemic. That would have been so different.
Oo, totoo.
Actually, yun na nga yung nangyari.
Yung yung zero waste grocery na kinuwento ko.
Pero okay, yung pivot nyo dun, how was the pivot there? Because you pivoted to 2019. In 2 months, nag-grow nyo yung from not even breaking even to 7 digits. Oh my God. Saying that out loud is like manifesting. But,
Yes.
and then 2020 happened. So a year later, how did you go from shutting down the zero waste grocery store to launching 5 brands in a year? Iba talaga.
Actually, I really hate saying this. Kasi the pandemic has taken so much from so many people. Pero yung pandemic was a blessing for the business. Ayoko siya sinasabi, pero I'm saying it as it is. So, I'm sorry for those who lost their businesses, their jobs, their loved ones itong pandemic. I really am sorry. Pero, yun nga, yung sa business-wise, nag-boom kasi talaga yung e-commerce and yung logistics, which are 2 of our businesses.
Mm-hmm.
So, nag-boom talaga siya kasi, with the advent na lahat ng tao nasa bahay, wala na nakikipag-date, wala na nanonood ng sine, wala na kumakain sa labas, wala na nagmo-mall. So, what do? They shop online. So, ang naging pivot namin there was uh, how to operate even during the pandemic. So, nung nag-ECQ, we were closed for 2 weeks. Tapos, it turned out na yung skincare pala was part of the essentials. So, we were able to operate. Tas blessing na din na yung ano tawag dito, yung manufacturers namin were housing their employees at that time.
Right.
So, hindi sila nag-close. So, ayun, ang ginawa namin, we operated out of our house for how many, 1 month?
Yeah. More or less 1 month.
So 1 month. So, tinambakan talaga namin yung bahay namin. Tapos, yun nga, kinuwento ni Rizza kanina na zero waste store siya dapat, yung, may storefront dapat yung business namin. So, ang ginawa na lang namin was to cancel that. Tapos push through with gawing fulfillment center na lang yung dapat office na yun. Yung physical store na yun. Another thing na we did was to house our employees. Kasi nga, delikado nga naman, may pandemic, etc. We don't want them exposed to the virus via pag-commute, etc. At the same time, while working with us, ayaw din naman namin madala nila, kung let's say nagka-virus sa office, ayaw din namin madala nila sa family nila.
Right.
So, hinaos namin silang lahat. And since mahirap nga yung mga times na yun, and they were very grateful na may work pa din, they agreed. So, talagang naging nagbahay-bahayan talaga kami for the several months din.
Tsaka yung mga na-hire din natin that time was yung mga na-retrench din sa work nila, ganyan. So, pati actually yung mga riders, we also hired personal riders to deliver the skincare, the orders within Metro Manila. So, halos lahat din ng mga nawala ng trabaho that time, yun yung na-take on naman namin. So, I think that's also one of the things, one of the ways na we gave back to the community.
Yung okay, since, di ba, you had to house the employees, syempre, that's what you needed to operate during this crazy time during the pandemic. Financially, how did you guys decide to take that on? Because it's a huge responsibility. Naalala ko, we were recording the podcast ng Rizza. Tapos you were saying na, now we need to compute yung groceries kasi syempre we're also like yung kung anong kakainin ng team, ganyan. And it was a constantly growing family. How did you decide to take that risk? Because I feel like that's still a huge risk to decide na, okay, we're gonna have our whole company here.
So, ayun nga.
Okay.
Nagkaroon nga ng, di ba yung pandemic pumasok. So, before the pandemic, we were steadily making 7 digits. Nung pumasok yung pandemic, dito ko lang i-disclose to.
Exclusive scoop.
We broke 7 digits and moved on to 8. So, it was a
Yun
no-brainer.
yung narinig reaction ko. Sabi ko, oh, damn!
Hindi, pero nung super pandemic lang to, nung mga parang 3 months. Ganyan. So, from April to mga June, mga ganon. Kasi, di ba, almost every e-com company at that time nag-close. People stopped advertising on Facebook. So, when we tried advertising, walang competition. So, yung mileage ng pera na ginagastos namin on Facebook ads noon, we're reaching, yung usual 1,000 namin na dapat ganito lang yung reach, we're reaching times 10, times 20, times 30 people.
Kasi lalo yung mga big companies, hindi pa nila naiisip na, mag-Facebook ads kaya tayo. Ganun. Yun yung masaya pa kami sa Facebook ads.
So at that time, it was a no-brainer. So ngayon, hindi na ganun eh.
Hindi na ganun kasaya. So, we are trying to diversify our marketing budgets. Pero, paano ba natin napag-decidean na, sige, ito yung gagawin natin, let's house everyone?
Well, it was a prerequisite to operating eh. Kasi nga, walang commute.
Oo.
Tapos daming checkpoints. Tapos,
Ayaw
ayun
din
nga,
natin sila makompromise.
ayaw natin sila magka-virus. At the same time, ayaw din natin.
Oo.
So, in order for us to operate, yun lang talaga yung pwede natin gawin. So, nung naisip namin na yun lang yung pwedeng gawin, no hesitations, ito yung gagawin natin.
Parang
Plus-
it was the most logical thing to do that time eh.
Plus si mommy nun, kasi sa bahay namin ginagawa yung business eh. Nag-work kami from itong bahay namin, sa residence namin. So we had several employees over. Dito sila natutulog sa bahay. So may natutulog sa sala, may natutulog sa office ng dad ko. Ganong levels.
Oo.
And we were working from 9 a.m. to 1 to 2 a.m.
Mga ganon.
So my mom wanted her house back.
Oo nga.
So, galit na galit na si mami. Kaya no-brainer na kumuha ng bahay, house everyone, tas do everything right. Tsaka yung kinuha din kasi, yung kinuha kasi namin office to Rizza na dapat storefront niya, it was pretty big at that time. Kasi nga dapat may storefront. Since wala ng storefront, ginawa naming sleeping
Housing.
quarters.
Ganun
Grabe
siya.
talaga. I feel like it was, like, there's no other option. Which I think, you guys make it sound easy. Parang pag kinakwento niyo, parang, yun talaga. Pero
It's not.
I think, yun nga eh, parang just goes to show how, like, as entrepreneurs, na with the responsibility to keep the business afloat, not just for your own personal gain, but for the stability of employees rin. Na you have to make these decisions because they're the way to keep them, keep the business going. And
Totoo.
just it's validating na parang okay, you do take the risk, but at the same time, the rewards will come after, especially all the years of learning, all the years of adapting.
Kahit malaki or maliit man ang kita, you always have to adapt to what's currently happening in the market, to what's currently happening in your business. Tsaka it's also very important to be self-aware as an entrepreneur. Always check your numbers. Are you afloat? Are you not? Can I expand? Can I just retain muna sa ngayon? Very, very important ang numbers, no?
Ang helpful nung no?
Okay, noted.
Yeah.
Copy.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, eto naman. So how do you think your partnership, like as in your relationship, help you guys with your business? Kasi sabi nila, di ba, don't start a business with a friend. Don't start a business with a boyfriend. Asawa, ganyan. Now that you guys run this together, what do you think worked for you? And if you were to give any advice sa mga potential magjowa wanting to go into this same path, like working together, what do you think worked best for you?
Actually, same pa din yung advice ko. So, para dun sa mga bata-bata na magjowa, don't start a business with your boyfriend/girlfriend. Boyfriend/girlfriend. Don't.
Because
Kasi pag naghiwalay kayo,
bye.
goodbye din yung business nyo.
Kasi ganun siya before eh. Yung mga ex niya, may business siya. Tapos biglang wala na. No?
Don't. So, yun talaga yung advice ko. Pero, pag engaged na kayo, mga ganong levels, sige, pwede na yan. Fairly sure.
Fairly sure na.
So,
Fairly.
fairly. Hindi pa 100%.
Check out my Tala-ala ring na binigay ko sa sarili ko.
Ring. Aha. Ayan.
So, yun talaga yung pwede ko i-advise for kids no?
Kids o mga kabataan.
Mga kabataan na it's okay to involve, I guess, yung girlfriend nyo or yung boyfriend nyo sa business nyo. Pero yun nga lang, if
Keep it
you
for
break
yourself.
up,
Yeah, oo muna.
there's 100% chance na hindi nyo ma-keep yung business
Oo nga
running.
Sayang din, lalo kapag kunwari magsusoar na yung business, ganyan. I think it's one of the smartest things you can do as of the moment. Lalo kapag hindi ka pa talaga sure na siya. Pero kapag kunwari, ayan, engaged na, married na kayo, ganyan, I think, okay lang. Siguro kasi what worked for us is we are very transparent with each other. We have very good communication. Na parang, if I don't like this, I don't like this, and I tell him about it, and then it goes both sides. It goes both ways. Na parang kapag sinasabi niyang, Riz, ayoko tong diskarte na to, ganyan. Trivia, by the way, sa business lang kami nag-aaway ni Josh. Sobrang, yun lang ang pinag-aawayan namin. Wala kaming ibang pinag-aawayan. Di kami nag-aaway sa pera, di kami nag-aaway sa ganito selos-selos. Wala kaming time for that. Yun, about sa diskarte lang. Diskarte kasi medyo magkaiba kami ng diskarte, and what we do is we meet halfway. We sometimes agree to disagree, but we still, yung respeto talaga nandun pa rin. Yeah, for me, it's respect and communication. Very important. Lalo na't business partners kayo. Marami talagang mga time na mag-aaway kayo at marami kayong misunderstandings. But wala namang hindi na pag-uusapan. Minsan lang magsisigawan kami, full disclosure. Pero, magiging okay din naman.
Actually, hindi naman ako sumisigaw.
Si Rizza.
Hindi ako sumisigaw. Feeling lang ni Rizza na nasisigawan siya. Pero nga, puro business na pinag-aawayan namin eh.
Wala kasi tayong time mag-away para sa iba pang bagay.
Gusto ko taawain on air, pero hindi. Joke lang. Joke lang.
You wish. Okay.
Hindi, pero talaga, sobrang mahalaga na dapat when choosing your partner, lalo na pag business sobrang halaga ng partner. Ng wife mo, ng fiancé mo. Yung girlfriend, boyfriend, hindi ko talaga ma-consider kasi chances are, mag-break pa kayo eh.
Yeah.
So, pero pagka, in terms of business, sobrang halaga nung magiging partner ninyo. Kasi it can make or break you and your business.
Totoo.
So, I believe na kung wala man si Rizza na I will still be a successful businessman. Pero if you ask me na at this age, at this time, if I will be as successful as I am right now or as happy as I am right now, kung hindi si Rizza yung partner ko, I don't think so.
Ay, wait lang. Kunwari hindi ako kinikilig.
Sana all. Sana all. This
Ang
is
haba
what,
ng
Lord,
hair ko.
let me manifest.
But you see.
Manifesting.
Pero why do you think
Eto,
fish pa talaga?
eto,
Okay, let's
question.
fish this.
What is the one thing about each other that you like most? And nasa tingin niyo yung reason kung bakit effective kayo as partners? So, let's fish
For
this.
me, kung
Let's
one
fish
thing
this.
lang talaga, business-wise, sa relationship namin, how it works, responsibility. Well, basically, I lack responsibility. So,
Okay.
sobrang malaking tulong si Rizza on that aspect. Actually, if you guys want to know how we split yung financial responsibilities namin,
Yes.
we don't. Okay?
We don't.
So, ganito yung financial responsibilities namin. So, I'm focused on making money.
And growing
Rizza
money.
is focused on spending money.
Pero responsibly. Oh.
Hindi spending in a negative way. Hindi
Okay.
shopping, etc. Spending in terms of
Allocating
Managing.
budget.
management, allocating budget, yung payrolls, etc. Yung utilities, yung credit card bills. I do not know how to pay a single item.
Ako lahat yon kasi strength ko naman din kasi yun. I like doing things, I like managing, I like, organizing things. Si Josh naman, ang strength niya is growing stuff, creating stuff, building stuff. So, siya yung mas strategy, ganyan. Ako yung mas organizational, ganon. So, I think we were just playing with our strengths as well. Yun din siguro yung very nag-complement tayo.
So, hindi talaga namin pinag-aawayan yung money. Actually, sobrang comfortable ko nga. Lumalabas ako ng bahay na 20 pesos lang yung laman ng wallet ko. I don't mind.
Parang yung friends namin, kahit nung araw, yung friends namin, Ay, wala si Rizza, okay, kailangan nating, bayaran mo na yung ni Josh, ganun. So, alam na nila, na i-Gcash ko na lang, or Pero hindi ko naman siya hinihigpitan or something. I mean, ganun lang siya ka-comfortable na nakakalimutan niyang magdala ng pera dahil kung hindi ako kasama.
Si Rizza talaga yung wallet ko.
Oo, I'm the e-wallet.
Hindi kasi may reason din kung bakit ganun yung setup. Kasi I can focus more, I can do more if I remove itong aspect na to sa brain ko.
Delegation is key.
So malaking tulong siya sa akin. So I do not need to think about the utilities, I do not need to think about the bills, I do not need to think about yung mga passwords ng mga bangko namin, etc. Sobrang hindi ko talaga alam lahat yun. Text na lang, sasabihan na lang ni Rizza, Josh, pahingi ako ng OTP. Okay, sige, fine. Ganun lang. Pero because of that, nafi-free yung utak ko to think more about the business. Kasi malakas kumain yun ng malakas kumain ng mental capacity, mental storage, yung bills. And kaya very thankful din ako na nililista ni Rizza lahat. Ultimong candy nililista ni Rizza.
Up to the last cent.
Yes.
So,
one habit that you should do, track your expenses. Yan.
Amen. Ikaw
So,
naman,
ako
Rizza, anong sagot mo?
Ako, wait, i-add ko lang din na I think we have a lot of trust sa isa't isa in terms of finances na parang, okay, di ako dudugasin ito or something, ganun.
Tsaka may pumirma ka na ng kontrata
Oo nga eh. Touch move na no?
Oo. Kasal ka na
Kasal ka na. Wala nang, eme. Ako naman, I think, ang isa sa pinakagusto ko kay Josh, kaya kami nandito ngayon, kaya kami okay financially, business-wise, and personal-wise, relationship-wise, is because of his undying support. As in, parang lahat ng mga ginagawa ko ngayon, public speaking, podcast, vlogs, creating a business, lahat to, pinush ako ni Josh. Na parang, I'm on the edge of, do I wanna do this? But I'm scared. Pero, siya yung, hindi, kaya mo naman yan eh. What do you have to lose? Ganun lagi. What do you have to lose? Kaya mo yan. Hindi mo pa nga tinatry, tapos sinasabi mo na hindi mo kaya. Yung ganong klaseng support, yung isa sa mga bagay na that made things happen, actually. I wouldn't be on a podcast, I wouldn't have a vlog if not for him. Na, di ba nga gift-giving din siya, lagi niya akong, sinusupport sa mga gusto kong gawin sa buhay, na parang, for example, love, I think I want to do vlogging. Okay, bigyan niya ako ng camera. Or, love, alam mo, top ganito na kami sa Spotify. Okay, sige, let's upgrade your mics. Hence, our mics ni Ayin. So,
padala pang North to,
Yup, yun. So, very important din talaga ng support system. Actually, kahit hindi naman sa relationship, sa family, with friends, it's always very important for you to be able to surround yourself with the people that genuinely supports you and lifts you up. Na parang kahit, sabi ko nga kay Josh na alam mo, maraming mga time na hindi ko pinapaniwalaan yung sarili ko, pero ikaw yung naniniwala para sa akin. So, very important to have those kinds of people in your life.
Oh, I love that. Oh my
Don't
gosh.
cry.
See, this is what I want, guys. This is all I want in life. Lintek. Okay, so now, knowing what you know, how do you now define success? Kasi syempre, I'm sure it also changed as single people, married people, employed people, and then now business owners talaga. How would you define success?
Do you wanna go first?
Ladies first.
Ladies first. Okay, ako, dati akala ko ang definition ko of success is mabayaran lahat ng utang ko. Na hindi ko naiisipin yung kakainin ko araw-araw. Pero I think, hindi pala siya success for me. It's only a goal. So, being debt-free is a goal for me pala. Ang success sa akin is having the peace of mind. peace of mind pa rin. Peace of mind pa rin ang definition ko of success, na kahit ano man ang laman ng bangko ko, kahit ano man ang posisyon ko sa buhay, kung meron akong peace of mind, nakakatulog ako ng maayos sa gabi, na wala akong tinatapakang ibang tao, wala akong sinasaktang ibang tao, I think that's success for me. Na masaya pa rin ako kahit anong season ko in life. Kasi 'di ba, in life there are seasons. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down, sometimes you're in between, you don't know what to do. But if I have the peace of mind, if I have the, alam mo yun, the calmest state in my day and in my life, na kontento ako kung nasan man ako ngayon, I think that's my definition of success. As cheesy as this might sound, pero totoo talaga siya for me.
Love that.
How
Josh?
about you? Slow clapping. Okay. Ikaw.
Hindi ko alam paano ba. Kasi each person has their own definition of success talaga eh.
That's true.
Kasi marami akong gustong success eh.
Maraming,
So, hindi lang isa.
Okay.
So, I have succeeded in providing for our family. So, sobrang success siya sa akin na alam kong hindi na tayo magugutom. At, pag tinanong ako ng tatay mo at least pwede ko sabihin na...
May mapapakain ako sa anak mo.
May mapapakain ako sa anak mo. So, malaking factor yun sa akin na hindi ko siya kailangan isipin. So, i-consider ko siya as a success. Pero para sa akin kasi, yung... It's a never-ending cycle for me. Na every time may papasukin ako, gusto ko mag-succeed. So, yung definition ko talaga ng success is... Medyo weird din to, pero definition ko of success is to be able to struggle daily.
Ooh, can you expound on that?
That's so good.
Kasi yung human life naman talaga is all about the struggles eh.
Yes.
Parang you can't celebrate your wins, you can't celebrate yung happiness without the struggles behind it. So, yung being able to struggle every day for, let's say, building a new brand, building a new business, etc., makes me really happy, which in turn is what I consider a success for me. So even if the business fails, success pa rin siya sa akin kasi I learned how not to build a business.
Oo nga.
So
we're building experience kapag nag-fail yung business natin.
Oo. But still, kahit naman yata may 1 billion na ako dollars, hindi pa rin ako titigil eh. I will find ways to struggle. I will find ways to do things. Kahit mag-retire na ako, I will probably learn a new skill, struggle, and succeed at that skill.
Right.
So, yung para sa akin na yung being able to struggle and do stuff that I want and hopefully succeed in is my definition of success.
Ang ganda.
I love that.
It reminded me of a quote. As in, I was like, oh my God, chills. I remember this quote na talagang sinulat ko siya. This is by Dr. Paul Kalanithi he wrote When Breath Becomes Air. Tapos, ang ganda ng quote, sabi niya, you can't ever reach perfection, but you can believe in an asymptote toward which you are ceaselessly striving. Ceaselessly striving. Walang perfection, but always progressing, always growing. Oh my gosh!
Always.
Make that a shareable Instagram post. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The beauty in the struggle.
Oh, ang ganda. I feel
ganda
like that's... Tsaka also complimentary na, we're all about peace of mind, but at the same time, to complement having peace of mind, it's also not being complacent and always finding somewhere and finding the joy in the struggle, because like the struggle does not have to be like something that brings you down. The struggle can be something that pushes you forward. Mind blown.
Happy struggles.
It's a happy struggle.
Happy struggles.
Yeah.
I love that so much.
Actually, nangyayari sa amin, may tinatawag kami laging calm before the storm.
Yeah.
So, parang if everything goes really well, tas several days ng ganun, looking forward na ako with anticipation na matindi talaga na, ano kaya yung mangyayari?
Ano kayang mangyayaring masama?
Time to shake things up.
So, masaya ako dun. Hindi ako mapakali kapag
we like solving things.
Walang ginagawa, walang problem na sinosolve or problem na kine-create.
True.
Madali na lang ng creating ng problem.
Ayun.
Okay. Well, okay. Last question, since we're nearing our 1 hour mark. Last question for Josh and Rizza. What is next for you guys? Well, eto na talaga, tita girl.
What's next for us? Tita girl.
What's next for you guys?
What's next for us?
Marami pang struggles ako naisip
ang dami pang ganap.
Magkaroon na ng mga anak.
Nga.
So, it's a struggle that I am looking forward to and at the same time hesitant.
Oo nga. Pareho kami na parang excited kaming magkabagets. Pero parang, oh my God, paano natin patatakbuhin yung businesses natin? Although, sabi naman nila na your instincts will kick in, na parang kaya nyo naman. Parang, yung anticipation na, oh my God, gano'n kaya kahirap. Kaya sobra talaga. Kasi, I've seen my sisters-in-law parang do this na mom sila at the same time may business. Sobrang nilook up ko yung grit nila kung paano lang ginagawa lahat. Kasi ako, being a workaholic as I am, recovering workaholic as I am, parang, how do I work? How do I, parang keep things going kapag kunwari kailangan kong mag-feed or, alam mo yun.
Paano pag niya
It's a question mark for us as of the moment. Pero, again, we are loving the process, being okay with struggling, and it's a phase we are about to face.
Sa personal life, yun yung what's next. Finally, bubukod na kami.
Nakahanap kami ng house.
Wow!
Bukod na kami legit. Pero, isang bahay lang ang pagitan sa amin. Pero,
congrats!
Yeah, it's a bigger kitchen, storage. Oh, I'm so happy.
Ayun. Pero sa ano naman?
Adulting.
Full
Full adulting.
Isa pa yan, nakaka-stress din yan kasi isa ako sa mga ultimate mama's boys. So, mawawalay ako sa nanay ko ng isang bahay.
Then I love our moms. I have the best mother-in-law ever.
Ako din naman. Wala namang monster-in-law.
Walang
monster-in-law.
monsters-in-law, wala. I love our moms.
Sige, lalagay ko to sa vision board ko, guys. Lalagay ko sa vision board ko. Josh and Rizza. Yung picture niya, yung screen cap na to. Yan. Piprint ko.
So, business-wise naman, yun nga, there's a new brand coming.
Brands coming.
It's called Lando Batumbakal. So
Inside scoop na rin dito for
so it's sort of Mink and Lana for men. And at the same time, we're coming up with Lando Esports.
Yeah. Kasi si Josh, for context, very much gamer boy siya. Hence, pareho kami ng gaming chair dahil dapat daw ay couple chair kami.
Ang bongga.
Kahit gusto ko white lang talaga, white aesthetic siya. Hindi, dapat pareho tayo. Okay. Anyway, I'll go. Sorry, I cut you.
So, we're coming up with yung dalawang yun. So,
ano yung Lando Esports?
It's content creation and at the same time, tournament organizing.
Ganon. So, parang it's going to be a media company.
Ang ganda. Iba-iba talagang industries. I love it.
Yeah.
Kailangan
Kailangan. Maraming binubuhay.
So, ginagawa lang naming fairly bulletproof yung business. So, if one business fails, there's a whole lot more.
Ayun pala, hindi ko pala nakwento na yun nga, for us, isa din yun sa mga natutunan namin na marami kaming income streams na binibuild talaga. Business-wise, tsaka mga investments-wise, we also invested recently on real estate and cryptocurrency and
Foreign
all
exchange.
these things for foreign exchange, stocks, ganyan.
Skins.
Skins, oh my gosh. Oh.
Natutunan
It's a-
ko yan sa kanila.
CSGO skins. It's an industry, guys. Look it up.
Grabe. Anyway, thank you guys so much for gracing our... Thank you, Josh, for
Thank you,
gracing our
Josh.
podcast.
Thank you.
And sharing your side. Kasi lagi na lang si Rizza yung naririnig namin yung side.
I hope
ngayon, kilala
next season
na
makabalik pa ako.
And I hope next season daw bumalik pa siya. Kung gusto nyo pa siya,
next season.
let us know in the comments.
Wag na, baka ma-hurt ako.
Aayusin natin yung Aayusin natin yung earphones ni Josh
Yeah.
next time. Yung headphones ni Josh. Para hindi siya nakakarinig ng feedback sa sarili.
True.
Oo.
Yan. It's such a huge learning experience as well. So, ikaw, madam, ano ba tawag dito? Takeaways.
Hindi siya overnight success, and the businesses we see na successful, we only see that kasi they're visible when they're successful. But all the work that goes before that, yung foundation, is not something we should take for granted. So if you're struggling, or if you're like a small business, you're just starting out and you don't know what you don't know, like ask people who are better than you, figure out where you're lacking, ganyan. And enjoy the struggle of getting there. And another thing is pick a good partner, especially if you're committing to not just a marriage but a business. So pick a good partner, because that's like essential. It can really make or break nga. I've seen so many, businesses thrive and then crash because hindi rin nag-work between the owners. So, okay, noted, taking notes. And hopefully our listeners also learned so much. The way that I learned so much today. Ay, excited na ako pakinggan to when it's out on Spotify. By the way, guys, don't forget to follow us, support us. Okay, now it's time for us to announce our winners for our studio giveaway from episode 9 and episode 10. So thank you so much to everyone who joined, shared, followed us on Instagram. Thank you so much to our friends at Studio, of course, for making this happen, especially for this season. Sobrang dami nating napamigay.
Thank you. We feel super spoiled.
We are. Thank you, guys. And because we're feeling super spoiled, we are giving away our Studio Et, right? A pair of Studio Et to our lovely winner at Satori Digital. Thank you so much for all the support and for listening, for being part of this show, even though, syempre, like sa Instagram namin kayo nakaka-interact, but we really, really appreciate it. So thank you and congratulations. We'll be DMing you with the details for the shipping. Hearts!
Congratulations, Satori Digital. And speaking of discounts and mga financial katipiran, you can go ahead. So, Studio has a promotion right now with Studio Neo that you get a free case when you buy from May 10 to June 6. That's May 10 to June 6. Plus, you get 15% off if you use our code upon checkout. That's CAMP15, CAMP15 to get 15% discount on the website.
Thank you so much again, guys. And thank you, Studio. Bye.
Thank you, Studio. Bye.